fuego, fuego.
I ain't tryna make your girlfriend mad. Let her know mañana I'ma bring you right back. Get you back in a stretch.
What's going on with you and Webstar right now?
No.
You laugh. Like, is funny? Or?
Nah, that's my guy. That's my bro for life or whatever.
Okay.
Nothing is really going on. He doing his thing. I'm proud of him.
Okay.
Man, shout
But
out to Web.
okay, shout out to him. Now, when I interviewed him, I had him on the show. I'm sure
Right.
you're very aware of that.
Yeah.
You know, he was definitely showing you love, but at the same time, he did kind of say you fell off. You know,
Yeah,
if I'm quoting him correctly, he said that you basically fell off when times got tough.
Right.
Did you fall off when times got tough?
Not exactly. Like he wanted to work on himself as being an artist.
Okay.
And when you're an artist, you can't really have an artist too at the same time when you're up and coming. It's not like he was already established to work on another artist. So it's like I wanted to ride my own wave. Like so I had to venture on and do my own things. And they weren't supporting me as my own artist. Like so I just did
so
my own
basically,
thing.
you're saying he wanted the limelight.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah,
in your
it was
own
like
right,
it was
limelight.
like Webstar and Young B, like, and that I wasn't really with that.
Okay, so at that point you just wanted to branch out and kind of solidify yourself as an artist.
Yeah, like,
whereas he still had to do some of that as well.
And it basically like I had more music than just that one song, and it wasn't getting out to everybody. It's like this is what I do. So it's like he wasn't putting other music out there for people to notice. They was just only focusing on that one song, and I'm like, once this die out, then what?
Okay.
So it's like.
So what was his reasoning behind not putting more of your music out?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Because didn't you have the Toe Wop song? Was that?
That was before, but that was before Chicken
Okay.
Soup.
Okay.
So it's like they just was focusing on that one song, like trying to get all the glory or whatever off that, and not trying to do nothing else.
Okay. Now, from what he was saying, and I'm just kind of reiterating some of these things. He also said that you were still signed to him. Are you still signed to him?
No, I'm not signed to him.
We also have somebody, I guess, is Webstar's new artist, Bri Beauty.
Yeah, right.
Did you ever run into her? I haven't heard much about her. How have you?
She was in his group, like at the time when like he was saying, I guess I broke off with him or we wasn't together.
Right.
He was not only working on himself but his group, the Swag Kids. So she was a part of that, like.
Right.
And
do you feel like she's a replacement for you to some degree?
I mean, people say that, like, oh, she wants to look like you, dress like you, and stuff like that. But, I mean, nobody's replacing me. There can only be one Young B. So, unless she is winning awards and traveling around the world and becoming internationally known, I mean, I don't know. She's not replacing me. She could do her own thing. She try to get her own name for herself. But as for replacing, it's not going to happen.
Okay, all right. Okay. Now, to kind of digress and just talk about certain things that are going on, he's kind of been, he's been the limelight with his music, but he's also been the limelight versus his thoughts on Jay and DOA. How do you feel about that whole thing, death of autotune?
You can't, Jay-Z is the big homie. It's like, I don't think he should just be quiet and let it rock.
Webstar should be quiet?
Yeah, because if Jay wanna end somebody, he can do it. He has the power. So
did you tell him? Did you say, Web, yo, this is kind of, you acting a little crazy right now. You need to fall back.
I didn't even mention. He's gonna do what he's gonna do at the end of the day, but I don't think he should.
So does that mean that you're kind of going to be easing off the auto-tune?
No, I like auto-tune. I mean, Mary J. Blige got it on her new single. It's not really, I mean, he's saying it to certain people. Jay-Z, he said, like, to T-Pain. Like, you know, certain people that do it. Singers, like, I sing, too. So singing on auto-tune is different than he's saying, like, the whole rap song with auto-tune on it.
I mean, from what I got from it.
You mean period?
From what I got from it, and this could be, this is definitely up for debate, but I think that he was saying a lot of the artists that are coming out and using that as a crutch to solidify themselves versus
take it off the
I mean, some people felt like he was taking some people feel, not necessarily it is. Webstar, perhaps Ron Browse, these other artists that are coming in just off the top with the auto-tune.
Just doing it, overdoing it.
So how do you feel about that? I mean, let's say theoretically you're taking jabs at Webstar and Ron Browse, who's a good friend of yours.
Okay.
Do you feel like they should kind of slow up from the auto-tune because Jay said that?
Not because he said that, but just period. Because if you have the talent, you shouldn't have to put it on everything. But since Jay said it now, I guess everybody is going to slow up on it. I don't know. But if they're going to do what they're going to do, like eat how they got to eat, like... then they should just leave it on if they got faith in their music, if that's what they want to do.
You obviously heard his music that's currently out and spreading, hitting the airwaves, Dancing on Me song.
Yeah.
Did you reach out to him during that time when you heard that?
Well, when he first did the song, he called me. We talked about it, and then he was like, oh, we might do a remix or whatever. But of course, it has to be paperwork involved, and I was like, I'm not with it. If I don't gotta sign anything I'm not signing nothing to be. I don't have to be on that song. I feel I could do it on my own. I could get my own hit and do my own thing. I don't want to have to ride his wave.
Okay. Because he made it seem that you kind of hit him up when that song got out.
Now we talk all the time, so.
Okay. Did you talk before the interview?
We talk every day, so it's not like, oh, we didn't speak in years, and then when the song came out, I called him like, oh, let me get on the remix. Okay.
So if you talk every day, then I feel like there's still some discrepancies between the relationship when it comes to business. It's just
it's the business. It's the business.
Okay.
It's never personal. It's the business.
Okay, but sometimes business can get very personal.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're aware of.
I'm on the business side. We don't really.
I still feel that from my discussion with him, he still feels that if you guys were to come together, you can really knock it out the park.
I mean, I have no problem working with him, like doing a song, but I still wouldn't want to be
under him.
Yeah. Listen, I own property. I'm getting money like I'm playing Monopoly. And listen, shorty, I don't want your boyfriend, but I still be his girlfriend of choice. And listen, what's the other word?
Functional.
All right. I don't know. I'm not really a good freestyler. But all right.
Just have fun. Just have fun with it.
I'm very punctual. Miss Drama trying to make me use functional. I don't know. We sitting in this interview. I'm kind of shaky because I'm not really a freestyler, but I'm trying, thinking off the top.
All right.
Chill right now. I'm dying. That rhyme.
All right.